Hi everyone, this is Gaia Renee, and we just received an incredible message from Mother Gaia and the Sophia Council. I was, 5 days late? Today's the October 5th, and I knew that I needed to let her come through, and I, in my humanness and getting caught up in all of this stuff that goes on in just everyday living, I actually kind of kept putting it off. And then last night I knew I had to get this done. I had to allow her message to come through because she has been pounding on my head for the last few days. And of course this morning I woke up with a massive headache right in the back of my head. Third eye just like buzzing. So I knew I better do this. So here I am, and we just finished with it. I have it. After I listened to it, I was absolutely. First of all, I felt very humbled and in awe of how the Sophia Council and our ascended beings so completely understand what's happening right now. You know, they don't make any declarations as to how we react with things, and sometimes she comes across as being very admonishing and scolding. And that's not the energy that she brings in at all. It's kind of, I can liken it to how it is when you've done something that's not really wrong, but your mother is trying to teach you a lesson, and that's really what this is all about, is her teaching us lessons and her helping us and guiding us through all of this stuff. So, in talking about the fear and the anger and even the hatred that's going on, we have the protests that are going on in several cities. We have the anger at our government and the corporations and all of this. The one thing that's really striking me, and as I'm talking about this, she's putting in the back of my head and letting me know that part of the deal is that this had to happen. This was part of that major upheaval that has been prophesied, that has been talked about for thousands of years. And this is the culmination of where we started and now where we're going. Things are going to change. Our world is going to change as we know it. It may not be the massive catastrophes or she's coming through right now. So I'm going to let her know, I'm telling her now, if you want to jump in and just start talking, that's fine, because sometimes I can't really, it's hard for me to formulate my words when she's talking at the same time. So if she decides to come in, then, you understand, okay? It's not necessarily the catastrophes or the upheavals and earthquakes and tsunamis and all of the natural disasters. Those have happened over eons and eons and eons of years of our planet's existence. That's kind of what our planet does. She moves, she shifts, and we have not been good stewards of her. So of course there are consequences to our actions, and that's what global warming and all of these mass climate changes are all about, is that we weren't good stewards, and so these are the consequences. It's cause and effect. We chose to live this way, and we chose to do what we do. And so these are the consequences. The major upheavals are more of a energetic, the financial system, our global markets, the way that we exchange energy. She's reminding me that we exchange energy for value and value, and we have allowed greed, and we have allowed our own human egos to get in the way of value for other people, for human life, animal life, plant life, our planet's life, for our own lives, we have become greedy and held on to it. The call for change is within ourselves. The protesting and the violence that is ensuing because of it is just, it's a buildup of that energy, you know, kind of like a volcano. This has been all in the surface down here, and now it's filtering up, and pretty soon it's going to just burst and collapse. And that's okay. We don't need to be afraid of that. As she tells us, and as you heard, I'm just going to let her speak. Greetings, all of my children. I need to let you know, do not be afraid of what is happening. Do not get angry. Do not get upset. This is part of the natural process. We are here with you. You are not alone. Do you understand it? You are not alone. You have so many beings around you giving you support. Call on them for comfort. Call deep within. Reach up from underneath and call deep within. This camera. Oh. I'm not particularly crazy of being on camera. However, my daughter was stumbling because I'm talking to her. I need to get this message out. It is so important. There are those that have put out that on October 26th there is going to be a mass change. And yes, there is. But you will not know whether it is physical, mental, energetic. Understand that on the deepest level it is an energy change. You have become greedy. Humanity has taken the value and changed the exchange to be monetary, and you create that monetary exchange. That is not exchange, value for value. The barter system was made, considered fair and equity exchange. Your monetary system does not allow for fair and equitable exchange. This is what we are calling you to move into, that energy, that equitable exchange. I will allow my daughter to complete the video now. I know it, Tatiana. Okay, so there you have it. Equitable exchange, and that's what it's about. Not about overcharging, not about making money on every little tiny thing that you can, but an equitable exchange, value for value. That is what this shift is coming from. That is what this month's energies are all about. Our people, humans, coming to those corporations, coming to the world saying, we want an equitable exchange. This is part of this upheaval that's coming. She's very strong about this. Sophia Council, our ascended beings, God, our Creator, is strong about this. Honor life. Value all life. Value human life. All human life. All human life. My own personal statement, and you can take it for what it is, however you believe. If you believe in pro-life, then you believe pro-all life, not just one. You cannot take one in exchange for another. That means wars, that means sending people to kill each other for whatever reason, capital punishment, abortion. It doesn't matter what it is. If you are going to say that you are pro-life, then you must be pro-life for everything. We are humans. We were given free will and free choice. Allow humanity to practice that free will and free choice. Because it is up to each human, each being, and the Creator on right and wrong. It is not up to us. And so I think I'm done now. So lots of messages from Sophia Council for October, and some of my own personal views, and I hope, and I wish, I sincerely desire that I have not offended anyone in my own personal views, but it is where I stand, and what you see is what you get. So anyway, have a blessed October. As she said, and Sophia Council said, meditate, call in your beings, call in your guides, and allow them to carry you through this month and through the energies. Be observers, learn what you can, and travel in faith, no fear.